Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to Bible Brain Teaser channel. If you haven't ready, consider to click subscribe button to be a member of our channel. Today we have set of 30 quizzes about Moses in the Bible. Each quiz you have 7 seconds to consider the answer and then remember to keep your score because I will ask you how many correct answer you have. Let's go. Question 1. What was the name of Moses' sister? A. Miriam. B. Zipporah. C. Rachel. D. Leah. Time to guess the correct answer. Letter A. Miriam. Exodus 15:20. Then Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a tambourine in her hand, and all the women went out after her with tambourines and dancing. Question 2. How many plagues were unleashed upon Egypt? A. 7. B. 10. C. 12. D. 15. Time to think. Letter B. 10. Exodus 7:14. Then the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened. He refuses to let the people go. Question 3. Who is Moses' father-in-law? A. Jethro. B. Amalek. C. Reuel. D. Hobab. What's your choice? Letter A. Jethro. Exodus 3:1. Now Moses was keeping the flock of his father-in-law Jethro, the priest of Midian, and he led his flock to the west side of the wilderness, and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. Question 4. What was the first plague in Egypt? A. Locusts. B. Hail. C. Blood. D. Frogs. Time to think. The right answer is blood. Exodus 7:20. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded. In the sight of Pharaoh and in the sight of his servants, he lifted up the staff and struck the water in the Nile, and all the water in the Nile turned into blood. Question 5. Who was Moses' spokesperson when he faced Pharaoh? A. Miriam. B. Joshua. C. Aaron. D. Caleb. Time to think. Letter C. Aaron. Exodus 7:1. And the Lord said to Moses, See, I have made you like God to Pharaoh, and your brother Aaron shall be your prophet. Question 6. What mountain did Moses ascend to receive the 10 commandments? A. Mount Horeb. B. Mount Nebo. C. Mount Sinai. D. Mount Carmel. Time to think. Mount Sinai. Exodus 19:18. Now Mount Sinai was wrapped in smoke, because the Lord had descended on it in fire. The smoke of it went up like the smoke of a kiln, and the whole mountain trembled greatly. Question 7. Who helped Moses lead the people in battle against the Amalekites? A. Aaron. B. Miriam. C. Joshua. D. Caleb. What's your choice? Letter C. Joshua. Exodus 17:10. So Joshua did as Moses told him, and fought with Amalek, while Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. Question 8. What did God provide as food for the Israelites in the wilderness? A. Quail. B. Manna. C. Fish. D. Lamb. Time to think. Manna. Exodus 16:15. When the people of Israel saw it, they said to one another, What is it? For they did not know what it was. And Moses said to them, It is the bread that the Lord has given you to eat. Question 9. Who challenged Moses' authority, seeking to take over leadership? A. Joshua. B. Aaron. C. Miriam. D. Korah. Can you guess the right answer? Letter D. Korah. Numbers 16-3. They assembled themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said to them, "You have gone too far, for all in the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Why then do you exalt yourselves above the assembly of the Lord?" Question 10. What did Moses use to perform miracles before Pharaoh? A. Rod. B. Scepter. C. Sword. D. Crown. Time to think. Letter A. Rod. Exodus 7:10. So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh, and did just as the Lord commanded. Aaron cast down his staff before Pharaoh and his servants, and it became a serpent. Question 11. Who saved Moses when he was placed in a basket in the Nile River? A. Miriam. B. Zipporah. C. Jochebed. D. Pharaoh's daughter. Time to think. Letter D. Pharaoh's daughter. Exodus 2:5-6. The daughter of Pharaoh came down to bathe at the river, while her young women walked beside the river. She saw the basket among the reeds, and sent her servant woman, and she took it. Question 12. What did Moses do when the Israelites worshipped the golden calf? A. Laughed. B. Wept. C. Celebrated. D. Broke the tablets. Time to think. Letter D. Broke the tablets. Exodus 32-19. And as soon as he came near the camp, and saw the calf and the dancing, Moses' anger burned hot, and he threw the tablets out of his hands, and broke them at the foot of the mountain. Question 13. How many times did Moses ascend Mount Sinai to receive the commandments? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. Can you guess the right answer? The correct answer is B2. Exodus 34-4. So Moses cut 2 tablets of stone, like the first, and he rose early in the morning, and went up on Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, and took in his hand 2 tablets of stone. Question 14. What river did Moses strike to turn its waters into blood? A. Tigris. B. Euphrates. C. Jordan. D. Nile. Time to think. Letter D. Nile. Exodus 7:20. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded. In the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants, he lifted up the staff and struck the water in the Nile, and all the water in the Nile turned into blood. Question 15. How old was Moses when he died? A. 80. B. 90. C. 100. D. 120. Time to think. The right answer is 120. Deuteronomy 34-7. Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eye was undimmed, and his vigor unabated. Question 16. Who accompanied Moses on Mount Sinai when he received the commandments? A. Joshua. B. Aaron. C. Miriam. D. Caleb. Time to think. Letter A. Joshua. Exodus 24-13. So Moses rose with his assistant Joshua, and Moses went up into the mountain of God. Question 17. What did Moses use to part the Red Sea? A. Staff. B. Rod. C. Sword. D. Scepter. What's your choice? Letter A. Staff. Exodus 14:16. Lift up your staff, and stretch out your hand over the sea, and divide it, that the people of Israel may go through the sea on dry ground. Question 18. Where did Moses receive instructions for the construction of the Ark of the Covenant? A. Mount Nebo. B. Mount Horeb. C. Mount Sinai. D. Mount Zion. Consider 4. Answer and choose. Letter C. Mount Sinai. Exodus 25-40 and see that you make them after the pattern for them, which is being shown you on the mountain. Question 19. Who stood with Moses during the transfiguration of Jesus on the Mount of Transfiguration? A. Elijah. B. Aaron. C. Miriam. D. Joshua. Time to think. Letter A. Elijah. Matthew 17-3 And behold, there appeared to them Moses and Elijah, talking with him. Question 20. What did Moses do to provide water for the Israelites in the wilderness? A. Prayed. B. Spoke to the rock. C. Struck the rock. D. Dug a well. Time to think. Letter C. Struck the rock. Numbers 20:11 And Moses lifted up his hand and struck the rock with his staff twice, and water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their livestock. Question 21. Who suggested building a tabernacle for God in the wilderness? A. Joshua. B. Aaron. C. Miriam. D. Bezalel. Let's guess the right answer. Letter D. Bezalel. Exodus 35:30-31 Then Moses said to the people of Israel, See, the Lord has called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and he has filled him with the Spirit of God, with skill, with intelligence, with knowledge, and with all craftsmanship. Question 22. What did Moses do when he saw the burning bush? A. Ran away in fear. B. Ignored it. C. Removed his sandals. D. Tried to put out the fire. Time to think. Letter C. Removed his sandals. Exodus 3-5 Then he said, Do not come near. Take your sandals off your feet, for the place on which you are standing is holy ground. Question 23. Who helped Moses speak when he claimed he was slow of speech? A. Joshua. B. Miriam. C. Aaron. D. Caleb. What's your choice? Letter C. Aaron. Exodus 4:14 Then the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses, and he said, Is there not Aaron, your brother, the Levite? I know that he can speak well. Behold, he is coming out to meet you, and when he sees you, he will be glad in his heart. Question 24. What did Moses use to call the elders of Israel together? A. Trumpet. B. Bell. C. Horn. D. Conch shell. Time to think. Letter A. Trumpet. Exodus 19-7 So Moses came and called the elders of the people, and set before them all these words that the Lord had commanded him. Question 25. Where did Moses receive the 10 Commandments for the second time? A. Mount Horeb. B. Mount Nebo. C. Mount Sinai. D. Mount Zion. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. Exodus 34-4 So Moses cut 2 tablets of stone, like the first, and he rose early in the morning, and went up on Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, and took in his hand 2 tablets of stone. Question 26. Who questioned Moses' authority to lead the Israelites? A. Joshua. B. Korah. C. Aaron. D. Miriam. Time to think. Letter B. Korah. Numbers 16-3. They assembled themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said to them, "You have gone too far, for all in the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Why then do you exalt yourselves above the assembly of the Lord?" Question 27. What was the last plague in Egypt? A. Darkness. B. Locusts. C. Death of the firstborn. D. Boils. Time to think. The right answer is death of the firstborn. Exodus 12:29. At midnight the Lord struck down all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh, who sat on his throne, to the firstborn of the captive who was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the livestock. Question 28. Who accompanied Moses when he went to confront Pharaoh? A. Aaron. B. Joshua. C. Miriam. D. Zipporah. Time to think. Letter A. Aaron. Exodus 7:1. And the Lord said to Moses, "See, I have made you like God to Pharaoh, and your brother Aaron shall be your prophet." Question 29. What did Moses use to write the book of the law? A. Quill and ink. B. Stone tablets. C. Papyrus scroll. D. Reed pen. Letter B. Stone tablets. Exodus 34:27. And the Lord said to Moses, "Write these words, for in accordance with these words I have made a covenant with you and with Israel." Question 30. What was the significance of the burning bush in Moses' life? A. It marked the location of the promised land. B. It symbolized God's presence and calling. C. It represented Moses' anger. D. It was a signal for the Israelites to gather. Time to think. Letter D. It symbolized God's presence and calling. Exodus 3:2. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. He looked, and behold, the bush was burning, yet it was not consumed. Thanks for watching until now, and don't forget to subscribe our channel for the upcoming content. See you.